and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Monday, June 23, 2025. Making the headlines tonight, real estate agent killed at home in Cayo. Teen charged for circulation of nude photos. KHMH approves ex gratia payment, not pension. And Trump announces ceasefire between Iran and Israel. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
Explore the great outdoors with Benny's quality and savings.
Here's how to access your contribution history on the My Social Security portal. First, go to your browser and type ssbportal.org.bz. Enter your email and password, then click Log In. Once logged in, you'll see your full portal account on the screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a drop-down menu for added features. Click on History. Choose Contributions. Read the disclaimer, then click Continue. You'll now see a full window displaying your contribution history. In the table, each row represents a different year. For example, let's look at the year 2024. Click on the row and a detailed breakdown will appear. This breakdown includes your employer's name, your earnings for each month and week, contribution type, the amounts paid, and that's how you can explore the new contribution feature on the My Social Security portal. It's quick, easy, and keeps your Social Security information right at your fingertips. Create your account today.
At Atlantic Bank, we stand as more than just a financial institution. We are your partners in progress, dedicated to fostering your success by providing tailored solutions to micro, small, and medium enterprises. Your successes are our triumphs, and every success story deserves to be celebrated. We pledge to stand by you every step of the way. Today, we celebrate the values that define you with your unwavering dedication, steadfast commitment, boundless innovation, resolute work ethic, and unyielding ambition. We will navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and continue building the future together.
Imagine getting rewards for your spending. Smart prepaid customers countrywide, it's time to level up with Smart Gains. Smart Gains are exclusive, limited time offers sent straight to your phone. We're talking irresistible rewards. You'll actually want extra credit, bonus data, and exclusive perks, all tailored to you. Because at Smart, we've always got your back. Don't miss out on rewards just for you. Smart Gains, Smart Savings, Smart You. Smart, bringing people together.
Whether the job is big or small, every super handy dad needs the right tools. And at Brothers Habet and Habet, we have what you need. Enjoy super savings all June like 15% off all power tools and hand tools, 25% off track car batteries, Eureka Vats, and Pisaforte towels, 25% off Penta Decon and discontinued colors, 30% off Valspar, and 40% off Dutch Boy paints. Plus, we're giving away $200 to 6 lucky super handy dads. Every $50 you spend gets you a chance to win. So this year, give Dad his best gift yet from Brothers Habet and Habet. Come in or reach out today. Happy Father's Day to all super handy dads.
In 2024, the Belizean diaspora took over Los Angeles with the first ever Belize Diaspora Summit, and you know the only thing that could be ever better than that is to do it again. Belize Diaspora Summit 2.0. This time it takes place in the state of Florida, Fort Lauderdale Board Convention Center, July 10th, the 11th, the 12th. Belizeans from the diaspora, Belizeans from home in Belize, join together. Let's do it again. 3 days, government services, clinics, business displays, kitty corner, pop-up trivias, panel discussions. There will be highlights for business mixers. There will be live performance. Rasindo, Destiny Wagner is going to be there. There's going to be a live performance of Makobi. And you will have Immigration and Civil Rights Town Hall. Special guest Kenneth Gibson, interview and book reading. There will be a wind-up reception, rhythms and rum. It's happening, Belize Diaspora 2.0, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Board Convention Center. Don't miss it.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. 60-year-old Ulrich Linden Willoughby, a real estate agent, was killed Sunday night inside his home in the Vanilla Hills area, located off the Bullet Tree Road in the Cayo district. Police responded after receiving a call of a home invasion. When they got on the scene sometime after 7 p.m., they found Willoughby's wife, Miriam, who was visibly distraught. They also recovered 3 expended 9mm shells inside the home. Police say Willoughby was inside his living room when a gunman ran up to the veranda and opened fire at him. Here is ASP Stacy Smith.
Willoughby is not known to be engaged in any criminal activities, and the investigation into this matter continues. No suspect has been identified so far. No motive has been ascertained so far.
But had he been receiving threats?
That information is not in the possession of the police.
Was there any robbery or theft element?
No, the individual would have fired shots from off the veranda into the residence and made good his escape.
So, might it be related to his work in real estate?
That information remains to be determined by the investigation.
The Carl Huschner Memorial Hospital Authority has disclosed the proposal it has made to its workers' union, the KHMH-AWU, regarding pension. In essence, it has approved an ex gratia payment for qualifying staff members from 2001 to 2017, when there was no pension benefit in place. However, the ex gratia payment, which will be paid upon retirement, resignation, or release, does not equate to a pension for those years, which the hospital says cannot be accommodated. The reason cited by the hospital is that, quote, employees hired independently by the authority do not fall within the category of persons entitled to a pension under the Pensions Act, end quote, and added that, quote, a pension is due to public officers and retirement from the public service under the government of Belize. Such pensions are payable by the government of Belize and not the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital, end quote. The KHMHA affirmed that it is ensuring the future retirement benefits for its employees through their KHMHA Employee Provident Fund. The proposal was sent to the union today and it was discussed this afternoon. We'll have an update in a subsequent newscast. A 14-year-old in the South has been charged under the Cybercrime Act for the circulation of nude photos from the lost cell phone of a 20-year-old woman. ASP Stacey Smith provided details today.
On Tuesday, 16 June 2025, a 20-year-old female visited the Orange Walk police station and reported that she had lost her cell phone on the 13th of June, which contained several nude photos of her. The female stated that someone had utilized her Facebook and Instagram accounts that were logged in to on the lost cell phone to send several nude photos to her friends on those social media platforms. The Police Information Technology and Cybercrime Unit of the Belize Police Department launched an investigation which resulted in the recovery of the lost cell phone and the arrest and charge of a 14-year-old male minor of that jurisdiction for the offense of using a computer system to publish image of a private area.
Belizean social media has been abuzz all weekend regarding the actions of the United States Saturday to carry out airstrikes hitting 3 Iran nuclear facilities, those being at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. Following the operation, President Donald Trump delivered a forceful address calling it a, quote, spectacular military success, and warned that any retaliation would be met with even greater force. He framed these strikes as a necessary move to halt Iran's ambitions, calling Iran the bully of the Middle East. He affirmed that no civilians or troops were targeted as they delivered, that is, a decisive blow to Iran's nuclear program. Trump stated, quote, there will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days, end quote. He added that they are not going to war with Iran and this was a one-off attack. Though tensions had been escalating, the bombings came as a shock to some observers, as Trump had stated just 2 days prior that he would decide in 2 weeks whether the U.S. would get directly involved. Internationally, reactions to the attack range from urgent calls for de-escalation to outright condemnation. The UN Secretary General warned of a, quote, growing risk that this conflict could rapidly get out of control, end quote. The U.S. involvement comes after Israel started bombing Iranian nuclear targets. Iran called it a grave violation of international law and said the attack will have everlasting consequences. It requested an emergency meeting of the UN Secretary Council, whose 5 permanent members include the US, China, the UK, Russia, and France. At the meeting Sunday, Iran's ambassador affirmed its legitimate right to defend itself from aggression. Today, Iran launched missile attacks at Al Udeid in Qatar. It's the largest U.S. military base in the U.S. has in the Middle East. Qatar condemned the attack and said it successfully intercepted the short and medium-range ballistic missiles. Everyone was talking about possible repercussions for this region, which could include a spike in oil prices if Iran retaliates by disrupting shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, which sees the flow of about 1/5 of daily global oil production. The Iranian parliament voted to close the strait, but the decision is pending approval from the National Security Council and Iran's supreme leader. It could also lead to supply chain disruptions if shipping routes and logistics are affected. Tourism and trade could also be impacted if global markets react with volatility or if air travel is disrupted due to broader geopolitical instability. Late this afternoon, however, President Trump posted on his Truth Social that a ceasefire has been brokered between Israel and Iran after the two countries in progress missions came to an end. He therefore said it could be called the 12-day war. We will keep following this developing story. After the break, Tax Service publishes list of defaulters. Stay with us.
Come back tomorrow, make a school up again. See that she pointed away at the calf, right? Hold on. Boy, you alright?
Something wrong, yeah?
Something have to wrong because you're well distracted.
No, man, at the top of the street light. The one there around my areas, nice and pretty. Watch how this one look dull and orange.
Because this one, the HPS. So if you see any other old fixture, report it to BL, and BL will change it to the bright LED one then. You see one where they talk about? Just like that.
But how you do that?
The thing easy. Make I show you something. All you need to do, to go in your BL app and click the option where say street light fault, enter your location, put in the 7-digit number from the pole, press report, and left the rest to BL.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Have an old fixture? Report it today using our BEL 24/7 app, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Here's how to access your contribution history on the My Social Security portal. First, go to your browser and type ssbportal.org.bz. Enter your email and password, then click Log In. Once logged in, you'll see your full portal account on the screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a drop-down menu for added features. Click on History, choose Contributions, read the disclaimer, then click Continue. You'll now see a full window displaying your contribution history. In the table, each row represents a different year. For example, let's look at the year 2024. Click on the row and a detailed breakdown will appear. This breakdown includes your employer's name, your earnings for each month and week, contribution type, the amounts paid, and that's how you can explore the new contribution feature on the My Social Security portal. It's quick, easy, and keeps your Social Security information right at your fingertips. Create your account today.
Welcome to Design Depot, where you'll find premium quality products from trusted brands, all in one place. Visit us today for quality products, expert service, and the brands you trust. Design Depot, all in one place.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying I help you out right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
In 2024, the Belizean diaspora took over Los Angeles with the first ever Belize Diaspora Summit, and you know the only thing that could be ever better than that is to do it again. Belize Diaspora Summit 2.0. This time it takes place in the state of Florida, Fort Lauderdale Board Convention Center, July 10th, the 11th, the 12th. Belizeans from the diaspora, Belizeans from home in Belize, join together. Let's do it again. 3 days, government services, clinics, business displays, kitty corner, pop-up trivias, panel discussions. There will be highlights for business mixers. There will be live performance. Vasindio, Destiny Wagner is going to be there. There's going to be a live performance of Makobi. And you will have Immigration and Civil Rights Town Hall. Special guest Kenneth Gibson, interview and book reading. There will be a wind-up reception, rhythms and rum. It's happening, Police Dashboard 2.0, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Power Convention Center. Don't miss it.
The Belize Tax Service, BTS, has published a list of 29 tax defaulters on its website as a final call before it moves to heightened legal enforcement measures to recover monies owed. The Director General of the BTS, Michelle Longsworth, affirmed that the publication, which is supported by law, comes after they have exhausted all attempts at reaching amicable solutions.
This action is fully grounded in Section 64A of the TAPA, the Tax Administration and Procedure Act, where it empowers the Director General to publish notices like these in the Gazette or in the newspaper on our website. So it's in the law. This notice actually serves as a final call to those who have remained delinquent in the payment of taxes. The objective here, and I know there's a lot being said, but the objective here is not really to embarrass everyone or embarrass anyone, but to reinforce, I believe, the message that the tax obligation do not just disappear if you don't pay it. Taxes, as you rightly know, fund critical service within our public service. So it is unfair. It places unfair burden on others that actually do pay their taxes. So it's important that everyone pays their taxes. So this list comprises of individuals and businesses who we, the Belize Tax Service, have attempted to work with, some of whom we've even taken to court. Many have failed to engage or try to settle their obligation despite efforts for us to settle amicable. These are not just late filers or non-filers. They are willfully non-compliant. So these are persons who we've exhausted all our collection efforts. And now these are the enforcement actions that we're now taking. All right, so this is the first step of our enforcement action, because going further, in accordance with the TAPA, when publication has not resulted in compliance, because this is to asking them to please comply with us, we will then move to the next set of legal enforcement measures. That includes issuing of warrants to level goods and assets, placing lien on their property, and where applicable, we'll pursue further legal action, which can lead to imprisonment. We don't want to go there.
In one case, one defaulter owes over $8 million. Longsworth noted that the total outstanding taxes are over $300 million. She explained that some taxpayers make payment arrangements. The first time a defaulters list was published was in 2023. A tragic road traffic accident claimed the life of 18-year-old Tristan Ortiz on Sunday at around 5 a.m. in Masco, Belize District. According to reports, Gilbert Graham was driving a Toyota Hilux when he lost control of the vehicle and he crashed into the Old Belize River Bridge. Ortiz was fatally injured in the incident. ASP Stacy Smith said that police have detained Graham.
On Sunday, 22nd June 2025, at approximately 5:30 p.m., police responded to reports of a fatal road traffic accident that occurred at the Old Belize River Bridge located in Mascal Village. In the course of responding, police met a pickup truck where Tristan Ortiz, an 18-year-old Belizean of Mascal, was observed with visible injuries to the body. Ortiz was ferried to the Carl Hushna Memorial Hospital. However, he later succumbed to the injuries sustained. Initial investigation reveals that at approximately 5 o'clock a.m., Ortiz was in a Toyota Hilux pickup truck which was being driven by Gilbert Graham, a 34-year-old Belizean. When, upon approaching the Old River Bridge, the Old Belize River Bridge, the truck collided into the railing of that bridge, causing the truck to fall about 20 feet into the river bank. Police has detained Graham and a urine sample has been collected from him.
Police are investigating a shooting that occurred last Wednesday after 11 p.m. in Punta Gorda, in which a man known to police was shot to the shoulder. He was at his residence when he was targeted by a gunman on the street. Here again is ASP Smith.
The information that police have gathered thus far is that on the aforementioned date and time, Danny Martinez, a 48-year-old self-employed Belizean, was at his residence on West Street when a male person who was on a bicycle fired a single shot which wounded Martinez to his left shoulder. The scene was processed where one expended 9mm shell was recovered. Martinez, who is known to the police, was treated and released from the Southern Regional Hospital.
In other news, one area in government where the Public Service Union president says there can be cost savings is in office rentals. The discussion is part of the ongoing negotiation with government for an 8.5% salary increase for public sector workers. To make his case, Dean Flowers provided multiple examples of just how high the payouts are.
Topping the list for the highest monthly rental is the Immigration and Nationality Department, which falls under the Prime Minister's ministry. And they're paying $22,000 to a certain landowner. And we must ask ourselves, is that the office in Belize City? Is that the office in Belmopan? And if it's the office in Belmopan, I believe that we would have already, which is a much more beautiful building, if I can say that, compared to the office in Belize City. I can tell you that that building, the price of that, the monthly rent for that building was never $22,000 under the previous administration. The Ministry of Health and Wellness, I know we have to pay a little bit of house rent for the Cuban brigades and so on, but they are renting a building somewhere for $18,000. And we need to know who is getting that money. The Ministry of Public Utilities, $17,000 a month. This is monthly. This is monthly. Yes. The Ministry of Finance and Home Affairs, I guess they're combined in there. We see a contract here for $15,800. Ministry of Human Development, they're paying $15,000. Blue Economy, they're paying $14,000 for one of their buildings. $14,000. Ministry of Rural Transformation, $14,000. And this is the shocker. The Ministry of Youth also has one here for $14,000. I'm trying to figure out which building housed the Ministry of Youth that is worth $14,000. And there are others for some 12,000 and 10,000. I see the Attorney General here for 12,000. I assume that's the one in Belmopan, which is a very beautiful building and very spacious. A Blue Economy again for another 10,000. Ministry of Youth and Sports 10,000. And that's why I keep saying that the Honorable Marla and the Honorable Daly have a duty and a responsibility to make public that audit. We do not wish to hear what they think of the audit. We need to examine the audit for ourselves and determine whether we got value for money.
Blue Economy Minister Andre Perez responded that government has always rented office space and said that in their case the figure is justified.
I heard the PSU mention all of these places that they claim that are exorbitant rents and everything. Well, let me tell you something. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Marine Conservation is a very relatively new, just going on a second term. So we need to rent. We need rent, and I think the figures are reasonable. And in fact, where we are right now, the ministry is growing already. There's more people being put in as the Blue Economy expands the ministry. Because remember, 5 years ago, there was no Blue Economy. You know, we started from scratch. We started from that. So it's growing. And to say, government has always been renting. You know, why are they raising up the factor? Why didn't they raise it 10 years ago when all of these cronies back then were renting? Nobody said anything. So I'm surprised that he's not saying about what happened in the past. Why until now? Right? But in case of my ministry, it's well justified. We're getting value for money to pay.
He alleges that the building you've allegedly rented for $10,000, which is on Seashore Drive, has a normal rental value of about half that price. How do you arrive at these exorbitant rental prices? The average man or woman on the street hearing those rental prices might conclude that there is a kickback involved. What would your response?
Let me tell you about kickbacks. I think this is all ludicrous and hogwash saying that we're guided by the Ministry of Public Service. They're the ones in charge of that, so I cannot comment on that. But I respond to that as hogwash, man. I mean, you can't be going by that. No, it's a building, and it's right by the sea, fittingly for the Blue Economy. And in fact, let me add something else. We adopted the park in front. We adopted with the community. They are working together. It's a beautiful park where it's now a tourist attraction. So that is what we're doing. So in terms of just asking about how much you're paying, it is actually beautifying the entire neighborhood. And the neighborhood is very happy for officers to be there.
Belize Electricity Limited plans to submit another application in December this year for a rate increase to begin effective January 1, 2026. In April this year, BEL applied for a rate increase to begin January 1, 2026 through to June 30, 2028. However, existing bylaws do not allow for tariffs to be adjusted for part of an annual tariff period, and the PUC noted that the bylaws need to be changed for this to happen. BEL in a release has stated that the PUC has pointed it to a provision in the regulations that allows it to submit its rate case submission for a rate change midway through a full tariff period. If approved by the PUC, this would still see the rate increase come into effect for the period BEL was initially requesting. BEL says the price increase is needed to, quote, abate the rising costs of energy imports, inflationary pressures on operating and maintenance expenses, and a need for investments primarily to simultaneously harden and modernize the grid and to connect new utility-scale renewable energy generation and battery energy storage solutions, end quote. Notably, in its initial decision, the PUC revealed that whereas the rate increase was for 3 cents or 7.5%, the increase would actually be 5 cents. In its release on Saturday, BEL stated that the rate increase of 3 cents per kilowatt hour is pre-tax. 59-year-old Patrick Rise, a deportee who went on Ladyville Highlights to seek assistance to build a life from scratch in Belize, has been fervently criticized for not being truthful about his past. He painted a picture of being deported for no reason after having been in the U.S. since the age of 5 and having a green card. According to Rise, he was a productive citizen, but he neglected to say that he was convicted for murder in 2011 after brutally stabbing his girlfriend 27 times on New Year's Day in 2010. He pleaded guilty to second-degree murder of 49-year-old Gloria Tung and was sentenced to 23 years. He was 44 at the time and served 14 years of his sentence before being deported. Tung was killed while their 8-year-old daughter slept in another bedroom. Prosecutors shared that Tung had threatened to move out and take their daughter. Since his return to Belize with only $200, Rise has been assisted by a Belizean woman whose brother was also deported. She has given him some clothing and provides meals for him. He asked for assistance with supplies to build a home. He shared his number as 639-5694. After the break, Mayan temples identified in early 2000s to become capital city's first archaeological reserve, and Miss Universe Belize presents 2025 delegates to the press. Stay tuned.
Imagine getting rewards for your spending. Smart prepaid customers countrywide, it's time to level up with Smart Gains. Smart Gains are exclusive, limited-time offers sent straight to your phone. We're talking irresistible rewards. You'll actually want extra credit, bonus data, and exclusive perks, all tailored to you. Because at Smart, we've always got your back. Don't miss out on rewards just for you. Smart Gains, Smart Savings, Smart You. Smart, bringing people together.
At Atlantic Bank, we stand as more than just a financial institution. We are your partners in progress, dedicated to fostering your success by providing tailored solutions to micro, small, and medium enterprises. Your successes are our triumphs, and every success story deserves to be celebrated. We pledge to stand by you every step of the way. Today, we celebrate the values that define you with your unwavering dedication, steadfast commitment, boundless innovation, resolute work ethic, and unyielding ambition. We will navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and continue building the future together.
Earn V-Bucks and get a chance to win a $10,000 homecation with Benny's. Quality and savings.
Here's how to access your contribution history on the My Social Security portal. First, go to your browser and type ssbportal.org.bz. Enter your email and password, then click Log In. Once logged in, you'll see your full portal account on the screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a drop-down menu for added features. Click on History. Choose Contributions. Read the disclaimer, then click Continue. You'll now see a full window displaying your contribution history. In the table, each row represents a different year. For example, let's look at the year 2024. Click on the row and a detailed breakdown will appear. This breakdown includes your employer's name, your earnings for each month and week, contribution type, the amounts paid, and that's how you can explore the new contribution feature on the My Social Security portal. It's quick, easy, and keeps your Social Security information right at your fingertips. Create your account today.
In 2024, the Belizean diaspora took over Los Angeles with the first ever Belize Diaspora Summit, and you know the only thing that could be ever better than that is to do it Again! Belize Diaspora Summit 2.0. This time it takes place in the state of Florida, Fort Lauderdale Board Convention Center, July 10th, the 11th, the 12th. Belizeans from the diaspora, Belizeans from home in Belize, join together. Let's do it again! 3 days, government services, clinics, business displays, kitty corner, pop-up trivias, panel discussions. There will be highlights for business mixers. There will be a live performance. Racindo, Destiny Wagner is going to be there. There's going to be a live performance of Makobi. And you will have Immigration and Civil Rights Town Hall. Special guest Kenneth Gibson, interview and book reading. There will be a wind-up reception, rhythms and rum. It's happening, Belize Diaspora 2.0, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Board Convention Center. Don't miss it.
Electricity is evolving, and BEL is leading the way with smarter connections across Belize. Meet AMI, Advanced Metering Infrastructure. It's not just a meter, it's a smarter way to manage power. Smart meters record your energy use in real time and securely send the data to BEL. Key customer benefits include real-time insights into energy usage, improved home energy planning, integration of solar, battery, and EV technologies, and innovative customer service solutions. Get ready! AMI is coming soon to municipalities across Belize, including the Keys, to give you more control and reliability. BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
There is no archaeological reserve in Belmopan, but that is about to change as the Institute of Archaeology moves ahead with an exciting project to designate a site of Mayan temples that was identified in the early 2000s by former archaeology director Dr. Jaime Awe. In 2021, Recondev called on the Institute to confirm that it was an archaeological site, and things have moved forward since then. With support from the City Council, Recondev, and the National Institute of Culture and History, the Institute mapped the site and partnered with a principal investigator, Dr. Lisa Lucero, to conduct excavations to date the site. The findings will be presented at next year's Archaeology Symposium. Josue Ramos is a senior archaeologist at the Institute, which is tasked with the preserving ancient monuments and antiquities, which include Mayan temples.
I spoke to our former director, Dr. Jaime Awe, and he mentions that in the early 2000s, he was making his way up to another site upstream from the Roaring River. Site is about 4 kilometers from here. And on his way there, he passed through here and he made some notes and identified that this site had a very large range building, which is just across from the ball court. And he made notes of how many structures. So that was recorded at the Lands Department. And to our understanding, the lands recorded this at Maya Ruin, which meant archaeological site. Over the years, that stayed since the early 2000s as an archaeological site. Fast forward to 2021, when there was, just after the change of government, the Recondev, which is the body that looks after the land in the city of Belmopan, they reached out to us and said, listen, we need you guys to go out to this parcel in West Belmopan to assist us and determine whether this area is an archaeological site or is just hills. So we were called out here and we verified that indeed it was an archaeological site, and they explained to us that they were trying to see how the site itself could be maintained for the city of Belmopan, by extension to the people of Belize, which by law, archaeological site belong to every Belizean in this country. It doesn't belong to me, to you, but it belongs to all of us collectively. And it's something that we should take ownership, one, to protect it, and to ensure that we have this here as best taken care of, not just archaeologically, but protecting the environment. Not littering the area when you visit, because we are right next to the Roaring River.
Unfortunately, the Institute has obtained evidence of 16 pits opened by looters at the site. On a separate note, the Institute has partnered with Auburn University and the University of Belize to teach Belizean students how to use LiDAR technology and drones for archaeology purposes. On Saturday night inside the Belize City Civic Center, a new beauty ambassador will be crowned to represent Belize at Miss Universe 2025 in Thailand this November. 5 delegates from across the country will be competing for the Black Orchid crown. Today, a special ceremony was held at the Grand Resort and Residences in Belize City to officially present the delegates. We first meet the delegates from the northern half of the country.
My name is Imani Jex. I am 27 years old. My height is 5'5", and I am from Lucky Strike Village, and my advocacy is child education. Yes, I think this prepares us for the big stage at Miss Universe in Thailand. During that time, it's very busy with different activities as well as meet and greets. So I'm very excited for this week. I feel prepared, I'm ready to have fun and put out my hard work. Being a village girl instills the humility and keeps me grounded, because what I see every single day when I walk outside of my house reminds me that I am fighting for something greater than me. And I just love being a village girl, so everything about that is amazing.
Hi, good morning. My name is Monisha Hyde, and I am representing the capital, Belmopan. I am 25 years old, and I'm 5'6". My platform is focused on healing beyond the hurt, breaking barriers through health education and gun violence prevention. I've learned that I'm able to stay focused in very pressured environments and, have fun and enjoy the moment.
So what's one thing you're looking forward to this week?
I'm looking forward to the pageant night, of course, on June 28th. That is, it's nerve-wracking. I'm already feeling all the nerves coming in, but I'm super happy. It's something that I've always wanted to do, so now that moment is finally here.
My name is Hope Panton. I'm 27 years old. I'm representing Belize City, and my advocacy is ocean conservation. I'm 5'8". That's my height. And Miss Belize is courageous. She's confident. She's not only beautiful in her face, but her spirit, and it radiates in rooms and it inspires people.
Has there been anything this week that has surprised you about yourself?
This is a learning journey. I am surprised every day, but that's what I signed up for, to push through this and learn about myself and have others learn about me.
We next meet the delegates from the South, who both happen to be from Independence Stan Creek.
Hi, my name is Libni Rodriguez. I am from the beautiful village of Independence. I am 5'5", 5 feet 5 inch, and my advocacy is centered around children with disabilities, a cause very close to my heart, as I also had a baby in the NICU. Well, I was a bit shy before stepping into this, but once you set your mind to something and you know that that's your passion, that that's your dream, you go for it. Don't let anything hold you back. I am doing this entire pageant journey with my baby, so that is to show you that if I can do it, you can do it.
How have you been able to balance being a mom and being a delegate?
Well, it's very challenging, don't get me wrong, but it's one of my greatest blessings. He pushes me, he's my motivation to do every single thing that I do. So he's just my entire life.
My name is Isabella Zabane. I am 21 years old and I am 5'10" tall. I'm from Independence Village. So I definitely know the importance from previous experience of just the intense early mornings, being able to get up and go, being really organized is really important, and those are all things that have joined my skill, my toolkit per se in pageantry because of previous experience. The quick changes, the go, it's a lot of fun.
What's the one thing you're looking forward to?
Being on stage. I love being on stage. I don't necessarily like when all attention is on me, but I love being in the spotlight. And I know that sounds like a contradiction, but it makes sense in my brain. So being on stage.
National Director Destiny Arnold spoke on this year's strong batch of delegates, which she said makes it a harder decision for the judges. We also spoke with Miss Universe Belize 2024 Halima Hoy, who had a message to share with this year's delegates.
This crown, it's going to come down to a very minor grievance that will cost you the crown. So they have to be on it. They have to cross their T's and dot their I's. They have to be very intentional with executing their plan of action to vie for that crown and win it eventually on Saturday. So it's not that it's easy. I think it's harder. There's a lot more expectation this year, it's a lot more critical.
And what message would you have to the delegates for this year?
To remain their true selves. So that is something that past queen told me, is like, don't lose your identity in this whole thing. Stay grounded in who you are. Keep your family close, keep your circle close, and remember the person that you are, because this journey can become hectic and it can change you, but you really want to still stay rooted in who you are.
Returning to more police news, police are on the lookout for Valeriano Jimbo Vasquez, a Belizean justice of the peace from San Pedro and Burgers Key, for obtaining property by deception. Vasquez is accused of selling 2 parcels of land north of San Pedro to Dolores Teol back in December 2023. Parcels he did not own. Teol eventually paid $16,000 to Vasquez and even obtained a receipt. In May of this year, Teol visited the lands department and discovered that both parcels of land were in the names of other individuals.
On Friday, 20th June, Dolores Teol, a business owner of San Pedrito area of the San Pedro town, reported to police that on 30th December 2023, Valeriano Vasquez, also known as Jimbo, offered to sell her 2 parcels of land located in North San Pedro. Between 30th December 2023 and 3rd January 2024, Teol reported that she paid over a total of $16,000, which was the price quoted for the parcels of land, and she was issued a receipt. Teol also stated that on 9th May, she made checks at the Lands Department in Benmopan, where she learned that both parcels of land, which were the subject of the transaction, were registered to different individuals. Teol further stated that her efforts to recover the sums paid over to Mr. Vasquez has proved fruitless. As a consequence of this report, police are presently seeking Valeriano Pedro Vasquez, a Belizean justice of the peace of the Ely subdivision of San Pedro town, for the crime of obtaining property by deception.
In Belmopan, police are investigating a burglary incident at United Evergreen Primary School. According to Principal Rosalia Whitty, she had secured the compound on Friday, June 13, but the following day she received a call from the school's watchman, who said it appeared her office had been broken into. Upon inspection, Whitty discovered that a box with 7 Chromebooks had been stolen. Police have one individual detained for questioning.
Police are investigating a burglary incident which occurred between 13th and 14th June 2025 in the city of Belmopan. Rosalia Whitty, the principal of United Evergreen Primary School located at the corner of Ambergris Avenue and Trinity Boulevard, reported that at approximately 4:30 p.m. on 13th June, she left the school compound after ensuring that it was properly secured. At approximately 6:20 p.m. on 14th June, she was informed by the school watchman that her office was broken into. Principal Whitty inspected the office, where she observed that a box that contained 7 Chromebooks were no longer present, and she had summoned the police to the scene, where statements were recorded and the scene was processed. Police detained one individual in connection with this ongoing investigation.
And another female minor student is reported missing, this time from San Jose Socots, Cayo. The family of 14-year-old Aurora Gonzalez reported her missing after her stepmother could not locate her at home. She was last seen on Sunday. Police are seeking a male minor who may have information on Aurora's whereabouts. ASP Stacy Smith said police are concerned as another minor female from the area has been reported missing for a second consecutive week.
On Sunday, 22nd June 2025, Dania Redondo, a Honduran housewife, visited the Benqueviejo police station and reported that she had made checks in her stepdaughter's room, Aurora Gonzalez, at about 9 o'clock a.m., where she discovered that Gonzalez was not there. Efforts to locate Gonzalez have proved fruitless. Gonzalez is of fair complexion, stands at approximately 5 feet 5 inches in height, 14 years old, and weighs approximately 105 pounds. Persons are encouraged to call Crime Stoppers at 922 or the nearest police station. Certainly, it is an issue of great importance, and we notice that coming on to the end of the school year and especially the summer, there is a rise in these incidents. So, of course, we would encourage parents to be more observant, to enroll their children in extracurricular activities that would occupy their time meaningfully.
And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on the station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another news broadcast. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.